Hello, everybody. Beer Ramble back again. Another beer ramble, and today we're looking at Coors Extra Gold Lager, introduced in 1985 by the Coors Brewing Company. 5% ABV, an American Adjunct lager. It gets a poor score on Beer Advocate, but the Alston brothers give it a okay score. A 41 for the style and 4 overall for the beer on Rate Beer, which means overall out of 1 out of 2 they don't like it. One likes it. 2, I'm gonna say 1 out of 2. Think the beer is pretty crappy, but we will see. Have not had this in a while. It's going back to maybe back in the late 90s. 99, 2000. I remember having this a lot at my brother's house, my older brother Patrick, and I would get this. So he would have this stash in his garage. So me and my brother Whitney and would sip. My older brother Danny he was like, I don't do beer, but things have changed. I love my brothers. Anyway, enough of that. I'll get to that later. But anyhow, slow brew process, according to, gives the beer a little more better flavor. I mean, the ABV is about the same as Coors Banquet, but anyway, as you can see, a nice, maybe not clear yellow, but a dark yellow color to the beer. Little fizz, not much, but just a little bit up in there. Brewing Extra Gold Lager requires uncommon patience. Patience is slow aging of the roasted malts. Patience take the 3 extra brewing steps needed to craft every batch. This added time and effort yields an exceptional and refined lager. It takes time to boost the flavor of rich lagers of the past. The traditional old world lager recipe allows no shortcuts. And of course, recycle. Please do not litter. Wah, 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 wah. Anyway, onto the scent. Definitely, you get some of those malts and hops like your traditional. The other day, I did a review of the Utica Club, and same scent, same feeling of fragrance in that beer versus this one. So, keep pushing the beer. I definitely get some hops, get some malts in this, so some of the scent of most lagers to me. So, but it is a little bit darker, definitely. The malts are really coming out the sense of it, a lot more than the adjunct lager. So, as you say, slow process of brewing the beer. So, onto the taste. It's a lager. Not bad. Again, I want to thank my good buddy, Mr. Patrick Tucker, for sending me this can down here. I appreciate it, brother. Thank you. I said the last I had is, as I mentioned, 1999. Again, it wasn't something I get a lot, but again, my brother would buy and would have this in 30-pack cases, and he would buy a lot of it, and he keeps some stored in the refrigerator a lot down in his garage, and but mostly was in his refrigerator. He had like a 30 pack, and it was a beer we would sip over. I remember we did a birthday party for my dad in when he got his house down in South Jersey. Then did a birthday party for my dad in 1999. Excuse me, 2000, I should say, and it was quite nice. And we had a really good time, and we were drinking a lot of this and just knocking a couple of back. We were just having a good time, just having fun, enjoying ourselves, and it was a blast. The days when President Clinton was in office, everybody was making money. The good old days. Anyway, so we had a lot of this, and that was probably the last time. And so again, we don't get this beer down here in Alabama. It is what it is. So Pat lives in Connecticut, and so I got a lot of Northeast. So I'm sure this beer is very popular up there. Short history, brief history. Coors has been around going back in the 1800s, late 1800s. They've been around. They finally sort of made their way past the Mississippi River, east of the Mississippi River around 1991 or so. And we finally, around 1990, 91, we got a lot of their beers in this part of the country. And, we know this is not as popular as the Coors Light or the Coors Banquet. You've seen a lot of commercials on television, I'm sure, of the Banquet. The voice of Sam Elliott, Coors, the Banquet beer. That deep voice with the walrus mustache. Walrus, I am the walrus. And the beer, but again, Coors Light is, I think, what's the fourth or third. And forgive me if my numbers are incorrect, but they're one of the best selling beers, not light beers, but one of the best selling beers in the country. Top five, right up there. And Banquet is slowly getting back to that way, but this doesn't really get much attention. Um, this doesn't get a lot of attention uh, compared to the other two. So, and slowly, I'm sure they're going to be making their way back into the conscience of the American folks again. But right now, again, if you live in a certain part of the country, if you can get it, again, this is one of those beers that are going to be here today, poof, gone tomorrow, and you won't see it around at all. So, um, definitely some flavor to this, and it's quite enjoyable. You can really taste the roasted malts in this immediately. In this sort of a nice nutty finish going down. Yeah, this is quite good, and yeah, I can if we had it here, Alabama. Hmm, please, let's start getting some good stuff, won't we? Please. Anyway, um, if we can get it, that would be kind of cool. But whatever the distributor brewery feels okay, we'll go by markets that this will may work in this market that work well. As we know, it's all about what you're pushing, and if it can push and sell, then yeah, we'll go back and go in that market. We'll start selling it. But here, it's we do have a good craft beer still stuff, but when you go to any store, you'll see the Bush Lights and the Heinekens and the Heineken Lights, the Yinglings of the world, Budweiser, Keystone, and more of the budget beers than anything. So, but oh well. Um, yeah. Pairing again, a nice burger fat, greasy, clog, you know, clogging your artery type burger, and onions, lettuce, tomato, ketchup, some onion rings, and you want to wash it down with this. I think that would be a good pairing with this, hot wings, traditional stuff, you eat, at a pub, with a lager, with a Bud or, you know, Miller High Life, whatever, that would kind of be your pairing. So it's just what it is. So anyway, my score on this, I'm gonna do the same as I did with the Utica. I'm gonna go give it a 7. I think it's good, not great. Take that back. I'm gonna give it a 7.5. I think it's okay. About this, I'm gonna give it what the same score as the Alston brothers, the Bros, give it. Is okay. 7.5 seems about to be an okay score for me. The roasted malts is really giving a lot of flavor to this beer, and it's very, very enjoyable. I would love to have another one, but I only got one can. One for me. It's almost finished. Nothing for you. Anyway, yeah. So 7.5 score will be for me on this one. Quite good. So again, savor this because it will be gone. Anyway, John is here, the Beer Ramble. So keep on watching, and as always, cheers! Bang!